Texas Senator Ted Cruz is on the rise in the race to the Republican primary. He is leading in Iowa and trying to close the gap behind frontrunner Donald Trump. Before talking to a sold-out crowd in Daphne this weekend, he spoke exclusively to News 5's Emily DeVoe, and they covered a wide range of topics, including his strategy to win.
We need to take power out of Washington and back to we the people. That is what this campaign is all about.
When Ted Cruz took the stage in Daphne, you just had to look at the crowd to see the Texas senator is gaining momentum. Once a middle-of-the-pack candidate, now Cruz is winning in Iowa and trying to close the gap to frontrunner Donald Trump in the national polls.
Alabama is going to play a critical role in the presidential election this year.
During our exclusive sit-down with the candidate, Cruz told us why the southern states will make or break the primary.
They're all conservative states. They're evangelical, Southern Baptist, a whole lot of military veterans, gun owners. These are states where conservative values resonate. What we're seeing in Alabama and what we're seeing nationally is conservatives uniting, conservatives really coalescing behind our campaign, and I think that's the key to victory, is conservatives standing together.
Washington consultants typically push for a middle-of-the-road candidate to face the Democrats in the general. The theory is a fierce conservative turns voters away from the polls, but Cruz says that theory is the reason Republicans are losing.
We get walloped, we lose, and the reason is millions of conservatives stay home. We saw that in 2008. We saw that in 2012. Millions of evangelical Christians, millions of Reagan Democrats, blue-collar Catholics, working-class men and women stayed home. The only way we can win is to nominate a strong conservative that brings back to the polls the millions of conservatives that have been staying home.
Donald Trump is surging in the polls by attracting thousands of those conservatives. Cruz hopes to detract those fans away from Trump to eventually overpower him.
That's how we beat Hillary Clinton. Now, I don't believe Donald is going to be the nominee. I don't believe he's going to be the president. And what we're seeing in state after state after state is, particularly as the election gets closer and voters start examining the candidates, they start looking to their records. They start looking for, voters are tired of what I call campaign conservatives. People who talk a good game on the trail, but haven't walked the walk.
While Cruz says Trump lacks the Capitol Hill experience necessary for the role of president, don't expect him to bash the billionaire candidate.
There are a lot of folks in the mainstream media that are trying to drag Donald and me into a cage match, and I have repeatedly declined to give them what they want. I am glad Donald's running. He's generated a lot of excitement, a lot of enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm that Cruz hopes will carry over to his campaign.
It is a toss-up between Trump and Cruz, but I'm actually changing over. I'm moving over to Cruz.
And it's those types of comments that could push Cruz to victory.
Thank you and God bless you.
Well, that was just a snippet of the interview that we had.
And I know you guys had a chance to sit down for about 15 minutes and you covered a wide range of topics.
We did. I mean, you just heard him talk campaign strategy, but later tonight you're going to hear him talk more about his policies. That's part 2 of our series, and it's coming up tonight at 10.
All right, looking forward to it. Thank you, Emily.
Thank you.